Today is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. We are up at the house taking a look at what is new. Still got the scaffolding up. Our scratch coat is up. This is not the final color, but this gray scratch coat is what we're going to have a layer of rock on the outside that they got to stick to something. So that's going to go on the scratch coat, and then the rest of the stucco will go on from there. So quick look inside. Looks like they've got the mud and the tape done in here. There's still quite a bit of, I don't know, whatever these are, mosquito hawks or whatever these big flying bugs. So if you see some flying bugs in this video, you will know what they are. Got our little storage hole kind of taped over. Walk into the laundry room. Same thing, kind of looks like we're almost ready for paint in here. Got the nerd closet. Little powder room. It's gonna have a medicine cabinet there. Little bar area. I like how these little arches turned out. Those are kind of a nice touch instead of just having a square cutoff. Here's the master bedroom into the master bath. Got all of our TV connections on the wall there. Vanity spaces. You still got to have a seal and close in the little niche area, but we've got a seat down at the bottom, a can light in the top, so that's kind of coming together. A toilet area. Here is the great room, again with our arches there and there. About ready for cabinets. I think they said they were going to paint before they did the cabinets. Here's the inside of the pantry. Goes all the way up to the rest of the house ceiling height. We'll do the entryway later. There's a guest room coming together as well. A bunch of bugs in here. Bathroom. Nerd lab. Nerd lab closet. Plenty of space in here as well. The front entry. Got our front entry closet. And then I'm gonna take a look out here. The front of the house. Not a whole lot's changed with the solar and electrical corner. Still a yard sale, HVAC stuff. Here we are out at the back of the house. We do got a clean out right here that'll get cut a little shorter, and our septic lid. Looks like we've got some stuff stored out back for the door jambs inside. And here's the one-car garage. We kind of blew through this and went the other way, but here is the one-car garage. We got two hose bibs out here. One is an actual hose bib, and the other is the drain for the fire system. So if we ever shut off the water to the house and wanted to drain the fire sprinklers, you could crack that thing open, it would drain out. Got another clean out on this corner of the house. And yeah, that's about it for the walk through. I am going to walk down to the camera. I bought a little salt block, and I'm going to set that up way down the hill, and I'll probably take you guys with me when we go and take a look at that. Well, we just conducted our water test, and the test strips say there's nothing in it, but I've got the test packs ready to go. I'm going to mail those in. There was a couple different options on the test pack. There was a well water and a city water pack. Well, we are technically on city water, but it comes from like 23 different wells. So I got the well water pack. It's tests for a couple of other things that the city water pack did not. So we'll see what we get. Well, I went to Tractor Supply and got me this $4 4-pound brick of salt, and I really haven't seen a whole lot of animal activity recently on the camera, and there's one of two reasons. One, it's been super windy, and even with the camera on the lowest sensitivity setting, I'm getting hundreds of false positives every day. Super frustrating. I had really high hopes for this camera out of the gate, but it is just not really something that I think is of value long term. As soon as we're done with this build project, I'm probably going to get rid of it. You can see a couple animal trails here as we kind of make our way down to the camera. Something's been scratching or bedding down along here, and we'll see what we get as we continue to scoot down the hill here. Might as well take you along for the whole ride. That way if I fall down, you can laugh at me. Or, you know, what do those YouTube kids do for content? Try to make things funny or laugh at themselves. So, I'll kind of stop here in a little bit. This area is yet unnamed, but we've got the flat spot up there, and then above it is the house. And we're actually going to walk down into an area that I call the upper meadow. Something's walked through here. I don't know if you can see it too well on the camera, but you can definitely see something's walked through here. Maybe nothing that big. There's a little trail right along here. And this is the upper meadow, named because there is also a lower meadow. And I have yet to hike over to the lower meadow. or hike down to the lower meadow. And you can kind of see some of the animal trail as it continues to go off next to that big boulder. That was camera location number 1. And here is the current location of the camera over here in camera location number 2. And I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to set this salt block right here in front of the camera. So the camera goes through there, and then you can see some stuff that has scooted down here. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say as far as what I think's walking through here. But right along the edge, there's some damage to the crops, I guess, and I don't know. You can kind of look up and just barely see the corner of the house up there. That does show up on the camera from time to time. So we'll leave that salt block right over there, and we'll go from there and see what happens. Alright, we just dropped off the salt block. I think I may have got some pictures of a Sasquatch walking through my upper meadow. And this is down to the lower meadow. You can see some stuff has been walking through here. The actual lower meadow is kind of around the corner. It's like that way. Again, all of this is all of our property. We're probably maybe only a third of the way down the hill where we are right here. And we're pretty much, it's probably hard to say, but our lot line, this big potato, as the camera AI calls it, the potato is on our property, and the lot line is just to the west over there. And then as far as our east lot line, I mean, I don't even know where to begin to tell you where the east lot line is, because it's way over on the other side of this. It's like partially up on the other side of this little canyon area. So Steve left me his drone when he was out here a month ago, and you know, I kind of feel bad about it sitting. I haven't really been up here with the good weather, but now that it's getting summer, I'm going to take the drone out and try to get an overfly of the entire lot. And that's kind of one of my main goals in keeping that drone. And then, yeah, we'll see what we get. I'm going to hike back up. I'm not going to video the way up because, you know, we're at 5,000 feet and you hear me huffing and puffing coming up this hill. So we'll see you at the top.